Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
You are welcome to Akwa Ibom State, the land of uncommon transformation. Come and join us, live amongst us, and invest, and you will not regret. I welcome you.
Governance is a continuous process. Thus, in the life of any administration, there will always be a lot to be done at any point in time, and also always room for improvement. Governor Godswill Akpabio, CON, has left no one in doubt that he has the capacity for both in the wake of his complete turnaround of the fortunes of Akwa Ibom people since he took over the reins of power on May 29, 2007. 6 years down the line, he has fast-tracked the development of the state to the highest pedestal since its creation in 1987. And turned the state into a development model in the history of Nigeria. His bulldozers of transformation have dotted the state with clear and visible evidence of democracy. As the government and the good people of Akwa Ibom State roll out the drums to celebrate the 6th anniversary of Akpabio's administration, the people no doubt can beat their chests and be proud that they have taken their rightful place in the Committee of States in Nigeria, and evidences abound. Like Nehemiah in the Bible caused the reconstruction of the broken walls from the ruins of Jerusalem, so God has used Governor Akpabio to take Akwa Ibom people from the throes of backwardness to greater heights.
I knew that we had a covenant with God. We also had a covenant with the people. And so we set about trying to ensure that we met the aspirations of the people. Looking back, I feel very excited because first, we have been able to create the infrastructure they have been yearning for years. We didn't have good roads, but today we have started over 300 roads. We have intervened even in federal roads in the state, what we call federal roads, are roads that are meant to be done by the federal government and not by the state. But we had to because our citizens trespass those roads on a daily basis. And the accidents that occurred will not occur to federal staff, but rather to our own citizens. And so we intervene even with federal roads. And we have done over 1,000 kilometers of roads. And of course, we went into the educational arena, and then we renovated and rehabilitated over 2,000 schools, and built over 2,500 classroom blocks. And then we brought in something that is phenomenal, a revolution. We declare free and compulsory education for our children from primary school all the way to senior secondary school level. And the result, in less than 4 years, we tripled school enrollment. And we open it up to all children of Nigerians who are resident in Akwa Ibom. Wow. So it's not only to my state alone. And the result is that is a phenomenal policy that has now resulted in our children who were serving as house boys, house girls and all that, and opened doors to orphans and destitutes and people who never thought they were going to have education in life. And today they have hope that they can become something that can also contribute their quota towards the building of Nigeria.
The 18th century English playwright and poet William Shakespeare said in Julius Caesar, "There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken upon the flood, leads unto fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures." In this generation, Governor Akpabio, like Shakespeare said, could be compared to the man on such a full sea now afloat who rode on the crest of his popular mandate after defeating 56 other aspirants to the governorship seat to put Akwa Ibom and her people on a fast track of development, thus reaping success in the process. God, in his magnanimity, handed down Akpabio to Akwa Ibom State in response to the many years of decayed infrastructure and psychological poverty. Physical infrastructure, such as roads, schools, and medical facilities, were begging for attention. Access in or out of the state became an uphill task and a nightmarish experience to motorists and other road users. These and other tales are a clear example of what the situation was before Akpabio assumed office in 2007. No doubt, his ascension to the position of governor brought a groundswell of monumental changes for the people. Apart from the massive rebirth in infrastructure, the sons and daughters of the state now walk with their heads upright in the gathering of other Nigerians without feeling a sense of complex as was the case before now. According to the state chief executive, he came to build a prosperous, highly educated, technology-driven, ethnically harmonious, caring and pace-setting state in Nigeria. He also promised to change the state from its hitherto pedestrian status to a destination of choice.
This is my vision. My vision is to produce a small Dubai within the Niger Delta for Nigerians. And that is why I said by the time I'm through with what I'm doing here, Uyo will be changed and the name will become New Uyo.
Akpabio's passion for change, in his words, was hinged on anger. Anger that we ought not to be where we are. This has been his driving force, and the result of that angst is there for posterity to judge. All men of goodwill are unanimous that Akpabio has performed creditably.
But one thing that is very clear from the airport till now is that the government of Akwa Ibom State is focused. One thing again that I will note is that the projects I have seen are not just projects, but of very high quality. The governor is not just playing politics with projects, but is so clearly that is committed to changing things.
I'm struck by how comprehensive and how swiftly the governor, His Excellency, has been able to bring about changes in the state. I can say without any hesitation that you have done more in this state than in any of the other states I visited. This is, I think, my 29th state. So congratulations to the administration here and to the people of Akwa Ibom. I think you really established the foundation for the next phase, which we've discussed, which is really the industrialization of the state. You've got a terrific road network. You've got an educational system that is looking not only to the current needs but to future needs with your e-library. You've done work across all ranges of health, even prisons, which is important to us because we talk about the values that we share and the condition in which prisoners, inmates have to serve their sentences is important to us. Human rights is important to us. So you've taken care of that aspect as well. I think, again, my impression is of a state that we can work with.
But the fact of the matter is, if the state governors will perform like he has performed, maybe we won't be talking of Boko Haram today. It may not solve all the problems, but there is visible signs of performance on the ground, and people can see it.
What we have seen in Akwa Ibom State is a clear testimony that leadership that is clearly sincere, that has a clearly defined focus and sense of purpose and responsibility, will deliver irrespective of the challenges. That is what this state is doing. I will add my voice to those who say that Akwa Ibom is a land of uncommon promise. that has metamorphosed into the land of common transformation.
I've traveled through Abak, through Ikotebene, through Itu, through other parts of the state. And the transformation is everywhere in the state. The primary schools you see on the roadside are all neat and painted and well developed. So it's a massive transformation. And I dare say, not only in the physical development, but in the minds of the people.
For me to come all the way from Ife, for Obi to come and every one of us, it's because of the greatness of the man we are celebrating. We are not celebrating that day, we are celebrating success. It is a good example for all other governors to follow in this country. We are saying government is not moving. Akwa Ibom government is moving.
I can say I have lived to see so many governments, and especially the creation of Akwa Ibom State. I don't think we've ever seen any governor that has been able to perform like this particular governor. The transformation that is happening in this state, we have never witnessed in our life.
There's no way, I think, we can have a reversal in the fortunes of the state. So this have been very important years in the life of Akwa Ibom State.
Following the years of neglect, the Akwa Ibom State Chief Executive had a Herculean task trying to right the wrongs of the past and create a new perception of making the state a model for development in Nigeria. These, of course, started with a total overhaul of older infrastructure and the provision of new ones. Consequently, Akpabio's roadmap to development so far has seen the construction of over 320 roads totaling about 1,200 kilometers with over 28 bridges linking communities hitherto forgotten, giving them a new lease of economic emancipation. Also, 4 flyover bridges have been constructed in Uyo in a renewed determination to ease traffic congestion.
The government of Akwa Ibom, and of course my good friend Governor Akpabio done wonderfully well. In the other place, I said from 94 to date, I think there's no year that I don't come to Akwa Ibom. Especially when I was in Ompase before the political 8 years I was in Bayelsa. I was always coming, sometimes spend 2-3 nights here. I've seen that within this period of Akwa Ibom's administration, this state is really progressing and moving.
One of the enduring legacies of the Akpabio administration was the declaration of free education, which was a winner any day, as this was a giant leap in human capital development, held by many as a step in the right direction. It was free for both indigents and non-indigents. Subvention was paid to schools heads at both primary and post-primary schools levels for logistics. Thus, all levies were abolished. NECO and WAEC registration fees are also paid for eligible students. The policy was given teeth with the signing of Child Rights Law, making it an offense for parents or guardians to deny any child of school age the right to education.
Investment in education is not immediately rewarding, and it is a real privilege for those who decide to make it to live to see the results. But I pray that you will see the results of the investment.
Some highlights of accomplishments of Akpabio administration in the past 6 years include, but not limited to, construction of over 320 roads totaling about 1,200 kilometers, The dualization of Eket Etinan Uyo Road as well as Abakunsero Kanafun Road is well underway. Governor Akpabio completed the Ibom International Airport with MRO facilities and a new international terminal building underway. Also, a state-of-the-art governor's office and lodge have been completed and commissioned. Akpabio demolished the old Metro Hotel within the government house and built a new banquet hall and other apartments and landscaped the entire environment. A new deputy governor's lodge under construction is nearing completion. Work has also reached advanced stage on the 250 bedrooms 5-star hotel, world-class Tropicana Entertainment Center, coming with a 10,000-seater event hall, including a wet and dry themes park for recreation. He has also completed the Ibom Power Plant, e-library, while work on the 30,000-seater Olympic-sized stadium has reached advanced stage. The health sector was not lost on the government radar as it received a boost through the rehabilitation of more than 120 health centers, with 5 new general hospitals built and properly equipped. A referral hospital named after the 20th anniversary of the state is also under construction. As a morale booster for improved performance, doctors in the state now drive brand new cars in addition to improved salaries and welfare packages. The local government areas can boast of more than 4,000 direct labor projects. These are in addition to the 2,000 housing units and a further 310 number houses as security villages, gas processing plant with over 69 kilometers of gas pipeline. Security is good and stable with the launch of Operation Thunder and Swift Operation Squad. Training of over 3,000 youths and 4,500 women under the Integrated Farmer Scheme and Women in Agriculture Development Program, WADEP. Both groups were empowered with $500,000 and $250,000 naira each to boost food sufficiency in the state. The administration has remodeled major cities and urban centers in the state, and Eket is the next destination for the remodeling train. The communication sector is not left out. The administration recently acquired new transmitters for the AKBC to replace the old ones bought over 20 years ago. The beauty of Akwa Ibom transformation is that it is not limited to Uyo alone, as all 3 senatorial districts enjoy equal spread. Communities which for several years had no roads can now be accessed. Some of these are the 56-kilometer Etimepu Iwukem Road with a bridge, a Nenset Road, a Tebienwan Road with the longest bridge of 1.2 kilometers, the Ekomiman Ekritam Dual Carriageway, Airport Road, Nungudu Road, Okoita Usei Koromama Uyo Abak Ikot Okuikono with the bridge under construction, and also the 3rd Ring Road are some of the new additions. Older towns like Oron, Eket, Ikodepene, Etinan, Ikodabasi, Abak, and others are receiving facelift to give them a sense of belonging and curb rural-urban migration. The planned industrialization of the state was given a boost with 87% coverage of electricity. This has given verve to SMEs with about 1,800 villages connected to the national grid. This was facilitated with the completion of the Ibom Power Plant. The state is also poised to take the driver's seat in the tourism industry with huge investments in the sector. The Tropicana world-class resort is up and running with auxiliary infrastructures such as the wet and dry theme parks coming on stream. Also, the shopping malls, 250-bedroom 5-star hotel are waiting in the wings. An event center nearing completion, among others. Indigenes at home and in the diaspora say they are happy with these developments.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. Governor, I was very honored to have the Deputy Governor meet me and my team. We arrived here a few minutes ago. I want to say at the outset that I have been in Akwa Ibom for less than 45 minutes. But I have to say that I have seen the future of Nigeria. And
what I have seen is incredible. That within this short period of 5.5 years, Uyo has turned out to be what it is. And I'm told of what has been done in the various local governments.
What we have seen today, I would say I'm grateful to God to have gotten Akwa Ibom.
His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, because he's doing a phenomenal job. It's one of the first states that I visit, and I've traveled around Nigeria quite a lot, that I see that the resources are properly allocated and really for the people. So I compliment him.
I couldn't believe in 25 years we could be in this stage. He has done above and beyond what anybody expected in the States. I have seen the uncommon transformation, the development, and it's amazing.
The governor's 5-star performance is given rave mention in many quarters within and outside Nigeria. This has won the governor many awards. In 2011, Akpabio bagged the CON, Certificate of Recognition by U.S. Congress for his outstanding performance, 2012 Lifetime African Development Prize for Sustainable Development by the Accra-based Millennium Excellence Foundation, Gold Humanitarian Award from the Niger Republic, Exam Ethics 2009 Ghana. Akpabio has also been awarded many honorary degrees from more than 20 reputable academic institutions and professional bodies. These achievements are complemented by the activities of Her Excellency, the wife of the governor, Mrs. Unoma Ekaite Akpabio, whose benevolence to widows and less privileged is phenomenal.
As a mother, I know how children feel, especially when they're deprived. And then as a young woman, I knew how it was with my mother, who was a widow. And then when I married my husband and I met his mother, she told me a few stories. So that equally informed my decision on what to do for my women and for the children and for the vulnerable. You see, a lot of us don't always think about them, especially when God has placed us in certain positions of authority. We tend to look at the people that are very comfortable and they have not. What happens to them?
Recognizing the supremacy of God in the affairs of men, Governor Akpabio leads Akwa Ibom people in a solemn assembly at the beginning of every year, handing over the affairs of the state to God for direction. This is further strengthened by the monthly prayer meeting in the Government House Chapel. Governor Akpabio says he will stop at nothing to make Akwa Ibom the Dubai of Nigeria, a place where everyone will crave to visit for business and recreation. Akwa Ibom is simply the place to be. Why not come and join us as we continue the uncommon transformation songs, songs of victory of a people rescued from slavery and lifted to heights never imagined. Welcome to Destination Akwa Ibom.